Day 7 of solving math problems in C until McDonald's hires me. So we're told that by listing the first 6 prime numbers, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, and 13, we can see that the 6th prime number is 13. And we have to find the 10,000th and first prime number. This problem is relatively simple, so I'm going to start with an is prime method that's going to take an integer n. So first I'm going to check if n is smaller than or equal to 1 or n is even by doing n mod 2 is equal to 0. And if any of these are true, we can just return false or 0. Next, I'm going to check if n is equal to 2 since 2 is our only even prime number. So if n is equal to 2, I'm just going to return true. And for the last condition, we're going to write a for loop starting at int I is equal to 3, I times I is smaller than or equal to n, I plus equals 2. And what this does is it loops through every odd number starting at 3 up to the square root of n to check if n divides by any of these numbers. And if not, then we know we have a prime number. So we can write if n mod I is equal to 0, we can return false. Otherwise, we can return true. So in our main method, we're gonna have 3 variables. We're gonna have int count is equal to 1, int last prime is equal to 2, and int n is equal to 3. Since 2 is the only even prime number, we can pretend like we've counted it and start at 3. So now we're gonna have a while loop that's gonna say while count is smaller than 10,001, we're gonna check if n is prime. So we're gonna say if is prime n, then we can increase our prime count and we can set last prime to our current number. And since primes can only be odd numbers, we're just going to increase n by 2 here. Next, let's include the standard IO library so we can print out our result. Outside of our loop, let's do printf %d and our last prime. And that should be it. Now let's compile our file and let's run our file. And we got 104,743. Let's check if it's correct. And it looks like 104,743 was the correct answer. See you guys in day 8.